What's good, everybody? Welcome into your sports betting show of record. We like to call it the Early Edge. We are powered by the almighty SportsLine. I am the coach, and I lead this little ship every single day out of respect for my Royals who laid down last night for the Angels and gave us another cash on the show. This is our betting board, and it was another solid day for my crew. 7-2 on straight picks. Zach Attack is now 11-1 in his last 12. He was 2-0 on the show last night. So that means we have a winner in our perfect parlay contest. And the winner today, at Little Farmer 3. At Little Farmer 3, your best bet was the A's on the run line -1.5. That cashed. And so you win a year-long subscription to SportsLine. Either the jeweler or Greg will reach out to you and give you all the particulars. If you want to participate in our perfect parlay contest, it's very, very simple. Go to our YouTube page. Leave us a comment. In that comment, leave your best bet. If one of our cappers is perfect on the show, then you're eligible to win a year-long subscription to SportsLine. Now, the Nuggets and the Suns did not go over last night, so we will not be giving away those 5 subscriptions. But I can tell you as I bring in the stars of the show, if you watched our live show yesterday, the man right below me told you that the under was the right play and that all the under props for the Nuggets were the right play. If you followed him, M squared, you cashed everything. Good morning, sir.
Good morning. Yeah, that the total did get a little sweaty there, though. I sent that little note in the group chat a little early, and I'm watching all these points come in the last 5 minutes still. But nice to get the under for me there. Nice to get the baseball game. If you bet that Nationals game with me, you definitely got your money's worth last night. That's for sure.
That was a sweat of all sweats. A sweat of all sweats, for sure. When the Nats score 2, tie it, score 2, and then that was a lot of fun. Justin, good morning to you, sir. How are you?
Morning, Coach. I'm doing well. Got a little bit of a push that felt like a loss last night on that Reds over, but cashed the Reds team total. Had a nice sweat in that Rangers Giants under. Solid day.
Well, I tell you what, if anybody watched that live show yesterday, you cashed a lot of tickets because our guy Justin, he just said it. He talked about the total, which was 10, and then he also talked about the team total because he thought the Reds would lead the way in scoring, and that's exactly what happened, and it cashed second or third inning, I believe. So that was a nice catch to have. Maestro, what's up, my man?
Oh, it's all good. Still stinging from, Denver waving the white flag with about, 10 minutes to go and saying, let's not bring in our starters. We're down 20. I've seen NBA teams come back from 20 with 6 minutes to go. So that was a little shocking to me, but still a great night overall for the show. Well, let's do it.
Well, I was a little shocked at that too because it's the playoffs. You can't leave your starters on the bench. But it's one of those things, and we have to move on. All right, let's jump in. Storylines that could affect the betting lines today. And Maestro, the floor is yours, sir.
All right, just some key bullet points on the NBA playoffs. Home teams in this round, 5-1-1 against the number. Tonight, the Bucks somehow laying 3.5. They've looked, obviously embarrassing, but they did have 2 full days off. And Chris Middleton, 30% overall, 18% from deep in the series. The good news, if you're back in Milwaukee, is that he shoots a lot better from home. He's at home, 46% from deep on the season at home, 36% on the road, and overall shoots better at home. So you can expect him to play better tonight. His points prop is 22.5. Which seems a little bit aggressive given how he's played. And then Conley still questionable for the Jazz. That line sitting at 3. I don't expect him to play. I think they'll hold him out and try to win this home game without him.
I tell you what, it's really, really hard when you play that zigzag theory that we talk about all the time in the NBA to lay 3.5 with the Bucks. The way that they have looked, even without James Harden in the lineup, the Nets have looked spectacular through the first couple of games. All right, we've got a full board today, and we've got a lot of different sports, so let's jump right in. We're going to start with our SportsLine plays, and if you don't follow us on SportsLine already, what in the world are you doing? Use the promo code EDGE. We're going to give you 30 days for free. Then after that, you'll be playing with house money. We had 7-2 nights all over the board, so use that promo code. Be a part of the family. Now, we got a brand new capper. We're expanding our family here at the Early Edge. Mad Max and the Thunderdome. Maestro, what is his social media? Do you know what that is?
Yeah, Max's Picks.
Max's Picks on social media. Give him a follow. Yesterday, how about 2-0? We gave you one on the morning show. He cashed that. Nikola Jokic, under 6.5 assists. Then on the live show, Maestro gave out another one of Mad Max's picks, and that was Zach Eflin over 17.5 outs in that particular game, and he hit that as well. This man can find it. Well, this kid can find it. Can't call him a man yet till he shaves. All right, so we're going to go today. Mad Max is back with another pick. Luis Castillo, under 5.5 strikeouts, minus 105. Looking to go 3-0 to start his career here on the early edge. All right, also tonight, the PFL is back on ESPN. And as many of you know, me and our guy, Ian Parker, we are the betting gurus for the PFL. So I'm going to give you a parlay today from SportsLine, from my man, Ian Parker. Locknane, Collard, and Jenkins, put those three together, is going to give you a plus 161. And if you don't know about MMA betting, that is how you bring the big numbers down. 3 big favorites, we put them all together. It gives you a nice number there. And follow us on social media, as we will be in the Discord channel all night long here at SportsLine talking about the PFL live tonight on ESPN. All right, it's that time of the show. I love it so much. It's a Thursday. I feel good. M Squared, you know the drill, son. Give it to me.
All right, Coach, just one game so far that I like today, and it's going to be the Braves and the Phillies. This is an early start time here. I'm taking the over 7.5, minus 110. My simulations have this one at 8.3 runs. A couple things that I like working in my favor. Number one, the home plate umpire, Tony Randazzo, last start out was an Ian Anderson start against Taijuan Walker. Very similar pitching matchup to this one. Total was 6.5. They scored 15 runs in that one. He's trending towards the over at about 65% of his games right now, allowing a lot of walks to be called, very low called strike percentage for him. And then Ian Anderson, his 287 actual weighted on base average is much better than his expected of 321. That's going to put him right around league average, which is where I personally expected him to be heading into the season. The Atlanta Braves, number 1 offense in terms of isolated power against right-handed pitching, and they're top 10 in drawing walks, which is what I like when I know that I have a friendly umpire behind home plate. So I like this one over 7.5. Again, my number is 8.3 runs on this one.
And that is a 105 Eastern first pitch. Justin, quick question for you before we get your picks. What is the thing that M Squared likes the most?
Oh, it's got to be day baseball, Coach.
You're damn right. It's day baseball. Thank you very much. You pass. So you pass the test. You get to give us 2 plays today that I know you absolutely love. The floor is yours, sir.
Well, thank you. Today, I'm going to be going with the Giants. You can currently get them close to plus 162 on William Hill, which I just think is too big of a price tag. I can't really ignore that. That's coming out to be like a 38% win chance, and I make it closer to 41, 42. So I'm getting a lot of traction on this. I actually can't believe that this is sort of the way this is going out. A lot of people on Max Scherzer today really liking him to perform. But I see that the Nationals bullpen really got worked last night. Most of their pitchers threw like 20 to 30 pitches. Brad Hand, Hudson also threw 31 pitches. They had a wind-blown save between them. So I'm definitely feeling like the Giants can come back and win this one against the bullpen. And then I'm also taking the Miami Marlins minus 1.5 against the Rockies. We have Trevor Rogers today. There's a big price tag on his head. I think it's for a good reason. Rockies aren't good away from home. We've talked about it all year. But today you can get them coming off of a win, so probably not going to be the best chance for them. So I'm going to fade them, take the run line on the Marlins, and back Trevor Rogers.
Justin, let me ask you this. This may be, we've talked about this several times on the show. Would this be an opportunity in the Nationals game to play the Nats on the first 5, but play the Giants for the whole game?
Definitely. Scherzer is still all that and a bag of chips. I mean, he's been throwing really great, but I do think that Anthony DeSclafani is going to be able to match him today. I don't really like what it looks like in terms of, like I said, the late game for the Nats might be a little rocky. So, yeah, you can maybe try to take the Nationals early and then play for the Giants at the end, because that's how I'm seeing them cover this or even win this. Okay. But again, this is going to be a game where you're going to lose 55% of the time is at my expectation. So,
all right, that's all right. We tell people all the time, educate, entertain. You're going to lose 45% of the time if you have a good year. So understand that. You know who else is all that and a bag of chips? Our guy, our leader, the maestro. What do you got for us today, sir?
All right, Coach. Well, sticking with those Royals and continuing to fade them, 10 runs scored now in the 5-game skid. Going to Oakland, I just think this number should be higher. I got it minus. I think it's minus 145. I just think it should be minus 160. You know, Montas has 162 career ERA against the Royals. Minor gave up 3 homers last time out. 605 career ERA against the A's. The A's do hit lefties very well. So I'm going to play Oakland and keep riding this fade the Royals train. And then in baseball, you know, Mikey, I want to see a lot of runs in that game too, but I want most of them to come from the Phillies because I'm on Zach Wheeler over 7.5 Ks. Look at his numbers, 8, 14, 12, 10, and daytime baseball, he's better. Home baseball, he's better. 44 Ks in 30 innings during the day. He faced the Braves twice this year, 10 Ks at home, 4 on the road. Luckily, this one is at home. And here, might be the key stat. The Braves, 10th most strikeout percentage, 10th highest strikeout rate for the season, but the last month, the highest in baseball. So we're going over 7.5 Ks.
And again, that game starts in less than 3 hours, so get that play in. Don't get shut out. All right, we're up against it. Grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here is the recap. Thank you, Greg. M Squared, just one game so far, but of course, follow him on social media. You never know when something else is going to come out. Braves, Phillies over 7.5, 105 Eastern start. Then Justin, he's on the Giants, plus 150 over the Nats. Max Scherzer's on the mound. Maybe, if you want to have a little bit of fun, you play the first 5 on the Nats and then see if Justin is correct that the Giants hit that bullpen once Scherzer is knocked out, but you get that number at plus 150. Then the Marlins on the run line, minus 1.5. That's plus 100. And then the Maestro, the prop, Wheeler over 7.5 Ks. And then the A's minus 145. That's a late first pitch tonight, 9:40 Eastern time. Then from SportsLine, we're going to go Luis Castillo from Mad Max and the Thunderdome. By the way, Castillo stayed under this number in 10 of his 12 starts this year. The only 2 times that he has gone over this number was against the San Francisco Giants. That's it. Lock this one in. And then also, we're going to give you a parlay from SportsLine, which is rare for us, but I think it's kind of cool. From the PFL tonight, Locknane, Collard, Jenkins, parlay those 3 up, and you're going to get a plus 161. But we also have the gym today. We're going to do Akhman Aliyev. That's from Ian Parker from SportsLine. He's a PFL fighter. We're educating you on the PFL. You put him with the A's, with the Maestro, then the Marlins minus 1.5 with Justin. Put all 3 of our guys together, Ian, Justin, Maestro. I'm going to give you plus 395, and it's going to feel so good. All right, you know what time it is. You've got your marching orders. Royals, I love you, but if you're not going to hit, don't do it tonight either. Let's take all these tickets straight to the pay window. For the Maestro, for M Squared, for Justin, great having him on the show all the time. And for Greg, do not call me Gary, our producer. I am the coach. Don't forget, later today, a very special MMA-only episode in your feed for Bellator and for UFC. We never stop. Right here on the Early Edge. Good luck. Do you want best bets in your feed every single day? All you have to do is hit that subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Early Edge.